Right now, something is trying to harm you, but it can't. Your spiritual energy is blocking it. This isn't fantasy. Science proves your energy field shapes reality. In this video, you'll uncover 15 signs you're protected by a divine shield. Stay. This could change everything. This moment is critical. You're watching this video for a reason. Maybe you felt a strange pull, a sense that there's more to your life than what you see. That's not a coincidence. That's your spiritual energy reaching out, urging you to listen. Science has begun to catch up with what ancient mystics knew. Your energy field, your aura, isn't just a metaphor. It's a measurable force that interacts with the world around you. Studies in quantum physics suggest that consciousness can influence outcomes, that your thoughts and energy can shape what happens next. What if I told you that right now, as you sit here, your spiritual energy is actively shielding you from forces you can't see? This video will reveal the 15 signs that confirm you're protected, and if you recognize even a few, your life might never feel the same again. I still remember the chill. Midnight, rain, empty roads. My radio glitched and something whispered, "Slow down." I listened. Seconds later, a truck blasted past, missing me by inches. If I hadn't slowed, I wouldn't be here. That wasn't luck. It was my spiritual energy, a divine shield kicking in. After that night, I dove into the unseen forces protecting us. Today, I'm sharing 15 signs to reveal if you're shielded, too. By the end, you'll know exactly what these signs mean for your life. Let me take you back to that night, because it's the moment I realized there's more to this world than we're taught. I was driving home after a long day, exhausted, the rain pounding so hard I could barely see. The road was desolate, the kind of place where you feel utterly alone. My radio was cutting in and out, static crackling like it was trying to tell me something. Then, out of nowhere, I felt this cold shiver run down my spine. Not fear, but something deeper, like a warning from beyond. A voice, not audible but clear as day, said, "Slow down." I didn't question it. I eased off the gas. And then, like a scene from a movie, a massive truck roared through the intersection, its headlights blinding me for a split second. My heart stopped. If I hadn't listened to that whisper, I'd have been gone. That experience shook me. I couldn't shake the feeling that someone had intervened. I started researching, reading about energy fields, auras, and the spiritual forces that ancient cultures believed guide us. I learned that what I felt that night wasn't random. It was my spiritual energy, a protective shield that operates beyond our conscious control. Scientists call it the biofield, a measurable energy field around every living being. Mystics call it the aura, the divine radar that keeps us safe. Whatever you call it, it's real, and it's working in your life right now. In this video, we're going to explore 15 signs that your spiritual energy is protecting you from harm. These signs are like breadcrumbs, leading you to a truth you might already feel deep down. You're not just surviving, you're chosen. By the end of this video, you'll understand what these signs mean for your life, your purpose, and your future. Let's uncover 15 signs your spiritual energy is protecting you. I've grouped them into 3 clusters. Each reveals a piece of your divine shield. How many will you recognize? What makes these signs so powerful is that they're not just random occurrences. They're patterns, evidence of a force working in your life to keep you safe, to guide you toward your purpose. As we go through each one, I want you to pause and reflect. Think about your own experiences. Have you felt these moments? Have you noticed these patterns? Because if you have, it's not by chance. It's your spiritual energy speaking to you, and today, we're going to listen. These first 5 signs show your spiritual energy as an invisible shield, deflecting danger before it reaches you. This is about the moments you can't explain, the times you were saved without knowing why. Sign 1. You escaped danger by a split second. Have you ever dodged disaster? A car swerves. A fall stops short. It's not chance. Your energy field blocks negative frequencies. I once slipped toward a cliff hiking. Something made me grab a branch. An unseen hand saved me. Let's dive deeper into this one, because it's one of the most powerful signs. Picture this. You're crossing the street, lost in thought, when a car comes out of nowhere. You jump back just in time, heart racing, wondering how you reacted so fast. Or maybe you were on a ladder, about to fall, but you caught yourself in a way that felt almost unnatural. These moments aren't just luck. They're your spiritual energy at work, a field of protection that operates faster than your conscious mind. Scientists studying biofields have found that our energy can respond to threats before we're even aware of them, like an invisible radar picking up danger. In my case, it happened on a hiking trail. I was climbing a steep path, the ground loose under my feet. I slipped, my body lurching toward a drop. My mind went blank, but my hand shot out and grabbed a branch I hadn't even seen. I stood there, shaking, knowing something beyond me had intervened. Have you had a moment like that? A split-second escape that felt like more than coincidence? That's your shield, your divine energy, keeping you safe. Sign 2. Toxic people avoid you. Have you noticed something strange? People who drain others avoid you. Toxic coworkers disappear. Manipulators ghost you. It's not luck, it's your shield. High-frequency energy repels low-frequency souls. You don't chase peace. You radiate it. This sign is fascinating because it's about the people in your life, or rather, the ones who aren't. Think about the friend who always complained, always brought drama, but one day just stopped calling. Or the coworker who seemed to thrive on negativity, but never targeted you the way they did others. This isn't because you're unapproachable. It's because your spiritual energy vibrates at a higher frequency, like a light that's too bright for shadows to linger. In energy terms, low-frequency people, those who feed on chaos or manipulation, feel uncomfortable around high-frequency energy. Your aura repels them naturally, without you lifting a finger. I've seen this in my own life. There was a colleague I worked with years ago, someone who thrived on gossip and conflict. Everyone else got sucked into her drama, but she barely spoke to me. At first, I thought I'd done something wrong. Then I realized she couldn't handle my energy. It was like my shield was saying, "Not here." Have you noticed people like that fading from your life? That's your spiritual energy creating a safe space around you, ensuring only those who align with your light can stay. Sign 3. Animals are drawn to you. Do animals act differently around you? Dogs stay calm. Cats nuzzle close. Birds linger nearby. Your pure energy is their safe haven. A stray dog once trailed me for blocks. It sensed something sacred. Animals are incredibly sensitive to energy, far more than humans. They don't overthink or judge, they feel. When your spiritual energy is strong and pure, animals pick up on it. You might notice dogs that usually bark at strangers sitting quietly by your side, or cats who avoid everyone curling up in your lap. Even wild animals, like birds or squirrels, might seem unafraid, lingering closer than they should. This is because your energy field is clean, radiating a frequency of safety and trust. I had an experience like this that I'll never forget. I was walking through a park, feeling unusually calm, when a stray dog appeared. It wasn't aggressive or scared. It just followed me, block after block, until I reached my doorstep. It sat there, looking at me with these soulful eyes, like it knew something I didn't. I realized later that my energy that day was especially strong, like a beacon animals could sense. Have you ever felt that connection with an animal, where it seemed to choose you? That's a sign your spiritual energy is a protective force, not just for you, but for the world around you. Sign 4. You sense danger before it strikes. Do you feel bad vibes? A place feels off. A person feels wrong. You leave and later hear trouble struck. That's your divine radar. Your energy catches cosmic warnings. I skipped a party once. It felt heavy. It ended in chaos. This sign is about your intuition, but it's more than just a gut feeling. It's your spiritual energy acting as a cosmic early warning system. You walk into a room and feel a heaviness, like the air is thick with something unseen. Or you meet someone new, and despite their charm, something inside you says, "Stay away." These aren't random anxieties. Your energy field is picking up signals from the universe, warning you of danger before it manifests. In spiritual traditions, this is called the third eye or inner knowing, but even science supports it. Studies on precognition suggest our subconscious can detect threats milliseconds before our conscious mind catches up. For me, this happened with a party I was invited to. I was excited to go, but as the day approached, I felt this unshakable dread. I couldn't explain it, but I canceled. Later, I found out the event turned into a disaster, arguments, accidents, chaos. My energy had warned me. Have you ever felt that instinct to avoid something, only to realize later you were right? That's your divine radar, your spiritual shield in action. Sign 5. Electronics glitch when you're emotional. Do devices act up when you're emotional? Phones freeze. Lights flicker. Your energy disrupts electromagnetic fields. A friend's laptop crashed as she sobbed. Her energy was screaming. Has this happened to you? This one might sound strange, but it's a powerful sign of your spiritual energy strength. When you're feeling intense emotions, anger, grief, even overwhelming joy, your energy field can become so amplified that it affects the physical world. Electronics, which rely on delicate electromagnetic fields, are especially sensitive. You might notice your phone freezing when you're upset, or a light bulb flickering when you're deep in thought. This isn't random. Your spiritual energy is interacting with the environment, like a surge of electricity overwhelming a circuit. My friend experienced this during a tough breakup. She was crying, pouring her heart out, when her laptop suddenly shut down. No warning, no error, just a blank screen. She laughed through her tears, saying, "I broke it with my sadness." But it wasn't a joke. Her energy was so intense it disrupted the device. I've had moments like this, too, like when my phone glitched during a heated argument, forcing me to pause and breathe. Have you ever noticed technology acting up when your emotions run high? That's your spiritual energy making itself known, a reminder of the power you carry. Pause. Think back. How many signs have already shown up in your life? Comment, yes, if you felt just one. Your shield is waking up. Let's take a moment to check in. We've just explored 5 signs of your spiritual energy's invisible protection. These aren't just stories. They're clues about who you are, about the force guiding you. I want you to reflect. Have you escaped danger by a split second? Felt toxic people drift away? Connected with animals in a way that felt profound? Sensed danger before it struck? Noticed electronics glitch when your emotions surged? If even one of these resonates, your spiritual energy is already active, working behind the scenes to keep you safe. Comment yes below if you've experienced any of these signs. Let's see how many of us are feeling this energy right now. And don't worry, we're only getting started. Your shield is stronger than you realize, and the next cluster will show you how it protects your inner world. This cluster reveals your spiritual energy's inner calm, unshaken by chaos. These signs are about the peace you carry, the strength that holds you steady. Sign 6. You stay calm amid chaos. Can you stay steady in a storm? Arguments flare. Crises hit. Yet you're calm. Your energy shields your mind. It's a light chaos can't touch. I've felt peace in heated fights. It's like an inner glow. There's something extraordinary about staying calm when the world around you is falling apart. Picture a family argument, voices raised, emotions spiraling. Everyone's caught in the chaos, but you're the one who feels oddly centered, like you're watching from a quiet place inside yourself. That's your spiritual energy at work, a shield that protects your mind from external turmoil. In spiritual teachings, this is called inner sovereignty, the ability to remain untouched by the storms of life. Even science backs this up. Studies on mindfulness show that people with strong energy fields can regulate their emotions better, staying calm under pressure. I've experienced this myself. During a heated work meeting, when everyone was shouting, I felt this strange peace, like a warm light inside me. I spoke softly, and somehow, the room calmed down. It wasn't me, it was my energy. Have you ever felt that inner glow, that unshakable calm, when everything else was chaos? That's your spiritual shield, keeping your heart steady. Sign 7. You need alone time to recharge. Do you crave solitude? Crowds drain you. Negativity overwhelms. Alone, you recharge your spiritual battery. I spent a weekend in nature once. My energy soared. If you're someone who needs time alone to feel like yourself again, this is a sign of your spiritual energy's power. People with high-frequency energy often feel overwhelmed by low-vibration environments, crowded places, negative conversations, or chaotic settings. It's not that you're antisocial, it's that your energy is so strong it picks up everything, like a sponge soaking up the world's emotions. Solitude is your reset button, your chance to recharge your spiritual battery. I learned this the hard way. A few years ago, I was burning out from constant social events, feeling drained and irritable. Then I took a weekend alone in the mountains, just me and the trees. By the second day, I felt my energy return, like a light switching back on. That's when I realized, my spiritual energy needs space to breathe. Do you feel that pull towards solitude, that need to be alone to feel whole? That's your shield protecting your inner light, ensuring it burns bright. Sign 8. You have prophetic dreams. Have you had dreams that feel too real? You wake shaken. They come true. Your energy links to the spirit world. I dreamed of a friend's accident. A week later, it happened. Ever felt this? Dreams are a gateway to the spirit world, and if you've had dreams that feel more like visions, your spiritual energy is extraordinarily strong. These aren't ordinary dreams. They're vivid, emotional, sometimes carrying messages or glimpses of the future. Your energy field connects to higher planes during sleep, where the universe can speak to you directly. In many spiritual traditions, this is seen as a gift, a sign of being chosen. Even neuroscience has started exploring this, with studies suggesting our brains can process future possibilities during REM sleep. For me, this sign hit hard. I had a dream about a friend driving on a snowy road, her car spinning out. I woke up crying, the image so clear it felt real. A week later, she called me she'd skidded on ice but walked away unharmed. That dream wasn't random, it was my energy picking up a warning. Have you ever had a dream so vivid you woke up shaken, only to see it play out later? That's your spiritual shield, bridging worlds to protect you. Sign 9. You're curious about death. Do you see death as a mystery? Not fear. Curiosity. Your energy knows your soul is guided. Death feels like a doorway, not an end. This sign is profound because it reveals how deeply your spiritual energy is connected to the universe. While many people fear death, you might find yourself curious, even fascinated by it. You don't see it as an end, but as a transition, a doorway to something greater. This comes from your energy's innate knowing that your soul is eternal, guided by a divine force. In spiritual teachings, this is called soul awareness, the understanding that we're more than our physical bodies. Even quantum physics hints at this, with theories suggesting consciousness may persist beyond death. I've always felt this curiosity. As a child, I'd lie awake wondering what comes next, not with fear, but with excitement, like I knew there was a bigger story. Do you feel that same curiosity, that sense that death is just a step in a larger journey? That's your spiritual energy, assuring you that you're protected even beyond this life. Sign 10. You help others selflessly. Do you help without wanting reward? Strangers, friends, anyone. Your energy uplifts. You're wired to heal. Your light spreads. This sign is beautiful because it shows how your spiritual energy extends beyond you, touching others. You're the person who stops to help a stranger, who listens when a friend needs to vent, who gives without expecting anything in return. This isn't just kindness, it's your energy's natural state, a light that uplifts everyone around you. In energy healing, this is called radiant giving, where your aura naturally heals others. I've seen this in my own life. Once, at a bus stop, an elderly man started talking to me about his loneliness. I listened, and by the end, he was smiling, saying he felt lighter. I didn't do much, just being there was enough. That's what your energy does. It heals, it uplifts, it spreads. Have you ever noticed how people feel better just being around you? That's your spiritual shield, not just protecting you but shining for others. This final cluster is your wake-up call. Your energy isn't just protecting you. It's calling you to a higher purpose. These signs reveal you're not just surviving. You're chosen. This is where everything comes together. The first two clusters showed how your spiritual energy protects you from external harm and nurtures your inner peace. But this cluster? It's about your destiny. These signs are proof that you're here for something bigger, that your energy is part of a divine plan. As we go through these, let your heart open. Feel the truth in these words. You're not watching this by accident. You're here because your soul is ready to awaken. Sign 11. You're misunderstood but proven right. Do people misunderstand you? You speak truth. They don't hear. Later, they see you were right. Your energy is ahead of time. I warned a friend about a bad deal. They ignored me. Months later, they agreed. Sound familiar? This sign is about being a visionary, someone whose energy vibrates at a frequency others can't yet grasp. You might share an idea, a warning, or a truth, only to be dismissed or misunderstood. But time proves you right. Your spiritual energy is tuned to a higher plane, seeing patterns and possibilities others miss. In spiritual terms, this is called being a light worker, someone who carries truth before it's accepted. I experienced this with a friend who was about to sign a shady business deal. I felt a knot in my stomach and told them to walk away. They laughed it off, saying I was overreacting. Months later, the deal fell apart, and they called me, stunned, saying, "How did you know?" I didn't know. I felt it. My energy did. Have you ever been misunderstood, only to be proven right later? That's your spiritual shield, guiding you to truth others can't yet see. Sign 12. Strangers confide in you. Do strangers share their secrets? You're a safe haven. Your healing field draws them. A woman at a cafe told me her life story. She said, "I don't know why. You're a magnet. There's something about you that makes people open up, even strangers. You're at a coffee shop, a bus stop, or a random event, and someone starts telling you their deepest struggles, their dreams, their fears. They might even say, "I don't know why I'm telling you this." But you know why. Your spiritual energy creates a healing field, a space where people feel safe and seen. In energy work, this is called being a soul anchor, someone whose presence grounds others. I had this happen at a cafe. A woman sitting next to me started talking about her divorce, her voice trembling. I listened, and by the end, she hugged me, saying she felt lighter than she had in months. I didn't do anything special. My energy did. Have you ever had a stranger confide in you, like you were meant to hear their story? That's your spiritual shield, not just protecting you, but healing others. Sign 13, you're drawn to spirituality. Are you pulled to healing? Meditation, energy work, saving others. Your energy screams purpose. You're meant to lift the world. If you're fascinated by spirituality, meditation, crystals, energy healing, or helping others find their light, this is a sign of your spiritual energy's calling. You're not just curious. You feel a pull, like your soul is urging you toward a mission. In spiritual traditions, this is called the awakening, the moment your energy aligns with your purpose. Even science supports this. Studies on mindfulness and energy work show that people drawn to these practices often have heightened biofields. For me, this pull started years ago. I'd spend hours reading about chakras, auras, and ancient rituals, feeling like I was remembering something I'd always known. Now, I see it clearly. My energy was guiding me to help others. Do you feel that same pull, that need to explore spirituality or heal the world? That's your spiritual shield, preparing you for your mission. Sign 14, you've survived great pain. Have you walked through fire, trauma, loss, yet you stand? Your energy was forged there. You're a beacon for others. You shine through darkness. This sign is one of the most powerful because it shows how your spiritual energy is forged in adversity. If you've been through trauma, loss, or pain that would break most people, yet you're still here, still shining, that's no accident. Your energy was strengthened in those trials, like a sword tempered in fire. In spiritual teachings, this is called the wounded healer, someone who transforms pain into purpose. I've been through my own dark nights, losing someone I loved, facing moments where I didn't know if I could go on. But each time, I found a strength I didn't know I had, a light that refused to go out. That's what makes you a beacon. You've walked through darkness and come out brighter. Have you survived something that should have broken you? That's your spiritual shield, preparing you to guide others through their own storms. Sign 15, you feel special, but don't know why. You feel different, not better, just set apart. You look at the world and think, there's more. I was made for something greater. That feeling? It's not ego. It's your calling. You're not crazy, you're chosen. This final sign is the culmination of everything we've explored. Deep down, you've always felt different, like you don't quite fit in. Not in an arrogant way, but in a quiet, unshakable sense that you're meant for something bigger. You look at the world, its chaos, its beauty, and feel a longing, a knowing that there's more to life, more to you. That feeling isn't a delusion. It's your spiritual energy, your divine shield, whispering your purpose. In spiritual traditions, this is called the call, the moment your soul recognizes its mission. I've felt this my whole life. As a kid, I'd stare at the stars, feeling like I was part of something vast, something I couldn't name. Now I know, that was my energy, my calling. You're not watching this video by chance. You're here because your soul is ready to answer that call. Do you feel it? That sense that you're special, not because you're better, but because you're chosen? Pause for a moment. If you felt 5 signs or more, don't scroll. Your spiritual energy is a divine shield. You're chosen. This is part 1 of my spiritual energy series. What's coming next could awaken the part of you that's still sleeping. Let's bring this full circle. We've explored 15 signs that your spiritual energy is protecting you, guiding you, calling you. From escaping danger to feeling that unshakable sense of purpose, these signs are proof that you're not just living, you're part of something greater. If you've recognized 5 or more of these signs, you're not here by accident. Your energy is a divine shield, and it's time to embrace what that means. This video is just the beginning. I'm creating a whole series on spiritual energy, how to strengthen it, how to use it, how to step into your purpose. The next video is going to blow your mind, and you don't want to miss it. Comment, "I am protected," if you felt 5 signs or more. This isn't just a video, it's confirmation. Let's see how many chosen ones are here. Hit like and share to spread this light. Subscribe now and ring the bell. The next episode? 3 ancient rituals to boost your shield. One's been hidden for centuries. You need to see it. You're not alone. Your spiritual energy is with you. Always. Keep shining. See you in the next video.